Alright, boys. Today, we are watching the Steve Wilkos show. Did her husband have some unusual relations or relationships with an 11-year-old girl? I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking at this dude, I can see it. Y'all can see it, but I can see it. He definitely did. He looks like a GTA character. I can't think of the game, but he also looks very nasty and very wicked. Just take a look at this dude. Yeah, he looks like he did it. We'll know in about 13 minutes, but he looks like he did it. Is this Drake? No. Is her husband a child predator?
My husband
Is her husband a part of OVO?
Scotty, you know, we got together, we was lying in bed, and I asked
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but you can't not laugh at people that sound like this. You can't.
him, I said, well, why do you have to see a probation officer?
Because it just sounds like she swallowed a harmonica.
He says, well, I can't tell you right now. When the time is right, I'll tell you. One night, he let it slip and said what he was in trouble for. He said the victim lied on me and got me sent to prison. She had lied and said that I had raped her. I said, a family member told me that you was charged with it. I said, I already knew. I just wanted to see if you would be man enough to tell me. My husband, Scotty, had went to prison. He served 8.5 years. I don't believe it because he never pressured me into sex or nothing like that. During all this charge and stuff, he had lost his CDL.
Lester. That's who it is. He looks like a slim Lester.
License.
Like if Lester got a BBL, this is him.
And he has to register, and it's just all tearing him apart. And then when he can't see his grandbabies, that's what hurts him the most. Stacy won't let him be around the grandkids alone. Now she got to where she won't let him see.
Listen, hear me out. I know I'm ugly. I embrace my ugly though, okay? God gave me an ugly battle, but at least I'm funny, okay? So I'm medium ugly funny. Her? You know what? I'm gonna hold this comment to myself. But y'all ever seen that movie Zootopia? You know the bunny? Her, bro. Ugh.
See him at all. It makes me feel awful.
All right, let me ask y'all a question. And this is not race baiting at all. But why is it? Well, I guess it's not race baiting. It's just like, I guess it's weight shaming. I can do that because I used to be fat. I feel like if you get to the point to where you're so fat you don't have a chin, something needs to change. If you could do this and go straight down like this, something needs to change. Like if your shit start here and it just goes straight down, no sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't even choke them out. Because if you choke them out, it's just like this. Something got to change.
Because he wants to see him and she won't let him. And he loves him. We all love him, but she don't let him see him. Yeah, I do. I miss having a close bond with my daughter. We're not as close as we once was when I married.
I'm going to just say it. If I get canceled, if y'all hate me, I don't care. That's disgusting, devil. Why is it that these sort of white girls always have red hair? Like, I don't get it. You know she does hard drugs. You can tell. Why do they always have red hair? Is it like a phase of like a drug phase where they always just get red hair? Like, what is it?
Married him, it's just like everything's fell apart again. I believe him. I'm gonna be with him because we married each other. That's my husband. I'm gonna believe him. I'm in this until death do us part.
Is that a jailhouse tattoo? He did that shit.
and I'm gonna ride with him all the way out with it.
He did that.
Scotty, what were you charged and convicted with, and how much time did you serve?
I was charged with second-degree rape, and I did 8 years on a 15-year sentence for a crime that I did not even commit.
No. So you were innocent?
Yes, sir.
How come they
He did that shit. I don't know how, but I just know he did it. What's good, Warren? He did it.
picked you to charge?
My mother had actually dated a black guy back years ago.
What that got to do with anything? What?
And
Hold up.
I did 8 years on a 15-year sentence for a crime that I did not even commit.
No. So you were innocent?
Yes, sir.
How come they picked
He did it, bro.
you to charge?
My mother had actually dated a black guy back years ago, and during this time, they wanted me and my mother out of the picture.
So, because your mom dated a black guy, I'm trying to get the story right. Your mom dated a black guy, you got sent to prison.
Yes.
Is he trying to claim reverse racism? What the fuck? I ain't never heard this card being used. Nigga said because I'm white, I got sent to prison. What?
So you get sentenced to 15 years,
Yes.
and this 11-year-old girl you didn't touch.
No, I did not.
Did you know her?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. That's got to be terrible if you're innocent and you're in prison for 8 years. You're sentenced to 15, but you do 8 years.
Yes.
And I got to imagine it's tough when you're convicted of abusing a child.
Oh, yes, it's horrific in there. I mean, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
I've seen people killed because of this. I've seen people where they've been raped because of this in prison.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I've actually fought for my life in there as well.
I don't doubt it.
yeah, you know what happened. You know what happened. You know what happened. He was a booty warrior. He went to the Diddy parties. Word is bond.
And you maintain that you never did this.
Yes.
How do you find out that you're being charged with it?
I was dating this girl. She had 2 children, and we were sitting in her living room, me, her, and 2 children. We were watching a movie when she gets a knock on the door. It's DHR, Department of Human Resources. And they call her outside and talk to her first. And then they call me outside and tell me that that I was being accused of raping this girl when I knew nothing about it.
So they locked you up?
Several months afterwards, yes. My lawyer was a court-appointed lawyer. I believe that the victim and her family were in cohorts with him.
In front of the judge says, "Are you pleading guilty?" And what'd you say?
I was not even in front of the judge.
You never saw a judge?
No, I did not.
They just threw your ass in prison?
Yes, sir.
You never
pretty
saw
much.
a judge?
No, sir.
Judge
Besides
didn't say, "Are you pleading guilty?" And you didn't say, "Yes, Your Honor."
No, I did not.
They just took you from your cell and took you to prison.
The only time I seen a judge was during a preliminary hearing.
And you never saw him again?
No, I did not.
That'd be the first time I ever heard that happening. First time ever. Because usually the judge is making sure that you're pleading guilty. Somebody might have forged your name. That's why they do it. They say, "Hey, Scotty, do you plead guilty?" "Yes, Your Honor." "Do you do it voluntarily? Has anything promised you?" "No, Your Honor." "Okay, 15 years in prison." You're saying you never got that?
No, I did not.
Now, what?
You just pissed me off. That's a wild. Listen, Bats. He went from I'm white, I'm going to prison because I'm white, to I've never seen a judge. The third one is gonna be fucking. He was held at gunpoint at some point.
What state is this?
Alabama.
Oh man, don't do that.
Man, ain't no way. They ain't no. See, now I know you lying. Now I know you lying. You got benefits in Bama, bro. This is a Bama thing. I mean, not to, my bad. No. It's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. I meant as far as like the cousins thing, not the R word, the cousins thing.
Down there. So now you get out and you're a registered sex offender, right?
Yes, sir.
It's got to be tough, right?
It is.
All kind of rules and things that you can and can't do.
Right.
And supposedly at some point you weren't really allowed to be around Stacy's kids, right?
I could be around children as long as I was supervised.
Okay. And they said that you were around them by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Were you?
For about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm not leaving you around my kids either. You look like you just. I don't think you would touch it, but you'd offer them like crack or something. I feel like you could take them off the deep end. Like, hey, buddy, just skip the cigarettes and the weed. Come do some cocaine. Like, he's that dude.
Ever sexually molest the kids?
No.
Yeah. But you never raped the girl you were convicted of?
No.
Okay. And Ellie's your wife?
Yes.
Where'd you meet her at?
Me and her actually met 30 years ago. We were high school sweethearts.
And then after you get out of prison, you reconnect?
Yes.
And did you tell her, hey, I went to prison for raping a girl?
I didn't at first. It took me a little time to actually tell her, which she had already knew through.
He turned it red.
Some family members.
Word spreads.
Yes.
So when she finds out, then you talk about it, she believed you because you told her I didn't do this, honey, and
right.
she believed
and
you.
She believed me.
And then you got.
He like Bat said, all you have to do is hit one roll tide. Don't give a piss about nothing but the tide.
You know, the one thing I found interesting on the tape, you said he never makes me or pressures me to have sex.
No, when we were dating, he never pressured me into having sex. He never pressured me into anything. He just told me, he said, when you're ready, he said, let me know and we'll have sex.
What does that have to do with anything with the story?
And then when he went to telling me, I didn't believe that, he did anything like that because he never pressured me.
Raping an 11-year-old child.
Yes.
That's a little different than your situation, right?
When we were dating, I never believed that he would do nothing like that.
Why is that?
Because he didn't me. He never
but you're
tried.
a grown woman.
Yeah, well, at the time we wasn't. At the time we wasn't grown. We were children ourselves.
He never raped you as a child.
No, he did not.
But I'm saying, as an adult, when he gets out of prison, you start dating.
Yes.
Okay. And what if he fails?
If he fails, I'm still not leaving him.
So what are we here for? What are we here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Because
well, one that nigga said that's wild, bro. That's wild.
I'm still not leaving him.
Because well, one, let me say it like this. If he fails, he did his time.
Yes, if he failed, he did his time.
It's not like we're discovering he touched.
Yes.
You knew going in, getting married,
yes.
I'm marrying a registered sex offender.
Yes.
I love the registered sex offender.
Yes.
That sounds nasty. That sounds crazy. That sounds disgusting. And she's just like, yes. I love that sex offender.
My wife called the show because her stepfather was charged with rape. He spent 8 years in prison. I've only known him for a few months. I haven't seen any questionable behavior that made me think that he would do such a thing.
Why do
I haven't seen
all these people in this episode look like Disney characters? He looks like Sid from Ice Age. Y'all genes is terrible.
any questionable behavior that made me think that he would do such a thing. And my kids, they love him to death. They call him Papa. Every time he has to leave, they cry, they throw a fit, and it breaks my heart seeing that. And much as it hurts me, I can't let them be around him until I know the truth. Me or my wife asked my oldest one if he's ever touched him. She says no, but we've had him tested just to make sure that he didn't. And if he fails for touching either one of my kids, then I don't ever want to see him again. I don't want any of my family to see him. Sometimes the grandmother...
Where's the original person he supposedly touched? Why not just ask her? Doesn't that seem like it makes a lot more sense?
Wants to come get the kids, and we have to make sure that he is supervised around them at all times. And it's affecting my wife and her mother's relationship severely. They get into it, and it hurts both of them. Until I know he passes his test, he cannot be around my kids.
Did you know he was a convicted rapist?
At first, no. But then
When
I
did
kept
you-
hearing,
when did
but
you
then
find
I
out?
kept hearing stories and kept hearing stories, and then eventually I found out.
Yeah. Did that make you uncomfortable, him being around your kids?
Yes, very.
Yeah, I gotta imagine, yeah, I'd be like, damn.
Yeah, it hurt when they got took from us.
Yeah. It had to be terrible getting your kids.
From us.
Yeah.
Who auntie is this? Thick ass turtleneck. You know she got neck tattoos. Her goddamn hair is slayed to the gods. Big hoop earrings, so y'all know she go to church. Nice little contour on her nose. Eyebrows is immaculate. Nice skin tone. You know, nice match on her makeup. You know, it's a nice color balance. Matches her ears.
It had to be terrible getting your kids taken away for 90 days, right?
This look like two dudes. That looks like two dudes.
Yes.
Young mother, boom, kids taken away. That's got to be horrible. Let's find out.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's got to be horrible.
All right. I'm gonna just say it. Her kids and her babies is ugly. They're ugly. And they have no chance in the world of being cute. I hope they funny. Them kids is ugly.
Let's find out.
Them kids is ugly.
So we broke up your test into two parts, whether the incident that happened that you were convicted of, and then with your children. The first part is the girl that you were convicted of. We asked you, did you engage in any physical sexual contact with a minor child at any time for which you were convicted in 2009? You answered no. Did you enter the bedroom of a minor child and engage in physical sexual act with her? You answered no. Are you the person who committed the sexual acts on the minor child in which you were charged and convicted on in 2009?
He did it.
You answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those three questions, and it came back that Scotty did not tell the truth.
I told you. I told you. Lock him back up. Get this nigga 10 more years. Give him 10 more years. Lock him back up.
Trying to take my family away from me.
I don't care about you.
Well, hey,
That nigga Steve said, I don't care about you. Like, I don't care about this enough to do this. Like, what?
Hold on. Two-part test. Hold on. Two-part test.
Look at how red he is. You can't lie. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm not light-skinned. Because if I was light-skinned and I ever lied, oh, it's over. I'm turning red.
Then we ask about your children. Did you ever engage in any inappropriate physical sexual acts with Stacy and Drew's youngest daughter for your own sexual gratification and pleasure? You answered no. Did you ever engage in
Please, oh my God, please tell me. Please.
any inappropriate physical sexual acts with Stacy and Drew's oldest daughter for your own sexual gratification and pleasure? You answered no. The results came back the same to each of those two questions, and it came back that Scotty told the truth.
Trying to tell y'all.
So,
Thank God.
so am I still trying to pin you down?
At least one part of it's the truth. The other part's not even the truth.
Okay. Hey, Scotty, don't walk off. Come on. Here's the deal. I think you committed a terrible, heinous act 15 years ago. And you went to prison. And you got 8 years. Is that enough? That's not enough for me to decide. But that's what the judge or whoever decided that was good.
It's not enough.
You get out. Now you got a wife. You got daughter-in-law. You got son-in-law. You got kids that look at you as grandfather. And you're not abusing them. Doing good. Maybe you're making the most out of your second chance. I think you did what you did back in 2009, and you went to prison and you got punished. Does it change anything for you?
No, not with that.
You love him.
I love him, and at the time, I believed him. I mean,
But now you believe her?
but yes.
Okay.
I'm just glad he passed for the kids.
Yeah. But, put it this way. That is a really good thing, because nobody wants their kids abused. But now me, as the former policeman who can never get that out of my blood, why take the chance that he's reformed? Hey, he gets a second chance. He's out. But around my kids, no way.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm still not leaving him around my kids.
Are you still unhappy with the results, Scotty?
Yeah.
You said we're doing the same thing as Dave. If I really wanted to sandbag you, wouldn't I say you're molesting his kids? I would do that, right? I'd say, man, this guy, let's get him. Let's get him. Let's put him back in prison.
Yeah, put him back in there.
But we proved you're not touching anybody now, right?
No, and I didn't touch nobody back then either.
Well, if you want anybody to believe that story, you need to tweak it a little bit, okay? You need to stop telling that thing where you didn't see the judge and all that, because that, okay? Nobody is going to believe that. That's a lie. Okay. You ready to take your man and go live the rest of your life with him?